Hey guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg, with a quick look at the official iPhone 5S case from Apple. So this is a leather case, retails for $39.99, and it's available in red, blue, yellow, black, beige, and brown. So you can find a color that matches your iPhone 5S. So again, this is leather. This is actually an aniline leather, and they do warn on the back that the appearance of this product will change over time because that's the nature of a leather product. Let's go ahead and crack into this to check it out for the first time. So they give us a little tab here to peel this off, which is nice and handy. So you can see it pops open. Alright, so we can slide it out here, pop it off its tray. So you can see on the inside we have this microfiber material. If you look here, you see the branding. So this is a product red exclusive. So this is sold only in the Apple Store. You probably will not be able to pick this up from other resellers. So this is designed by Apple in California, assembled in China, of course. So if you look on the inside, you can see the cutouts for the microphone and the speaker. Now if you look on the interior edge, you can see it's leather lined, but the back of the case is felt. You can see it's color match. It's almost seamless, the color. You can't really tell until you look really closely to see where it cuts off at the edge of the case. So you can see we have our volume buttons covered. You can see the opening for the mute switch, cut out for the camera, obviously, with a black ring to mitigate glare. And we have a covering for the sleep wake button up here, you can see. And on the bottom, you see the cutouts for the lightning connector, pretty large here, so at least plenty of room. You have your speaker, microphone, and your headphone jack, and these are probably perfectly lined up to the phone because this was obviously designed by Apple. So let's go ahead and get the phone in here and take a look. Alright, so with the case on, we can take a close look around, and as you can see, we have a fairly small lip for a lay-on-table design. Basically, that means if you lay it on the table, there's just enough lip to keep the glass off the surface of the table and to protect it in impacts. So it's not overly tall, so it's not bulky. You can see that it's a fairly thin case, so it's a fairly low profile case, doesn't add a lot of bulk. So you can see we have our buttons covered up here. We have our volume up and down button. You have your not sleep wake switch, but you have your mute switch here, which is a little tight in there to operate, so it does get in the way just a little bit. The volume button, up and down button, is a little harder to operate through this case. It does kind of impede your feel of those buttons because, you know, it doesn't add any material here, it just covers over it, and the thickness of the material actually gets in your way. So it's a little less tactile. Same with the sleep wake button up top. And otherwise it works pretty well. On the bottom you see we have the cutouts exactly fitted to the phone, so you have your cutouts for the speaker and microphone and your headphone jack as well as the lightning connector. So you can see it's quite a large cutout here, so it fits a variety of cables. You can see our embossed Apple logo in the back, and you see our cutout for the camera and flash, and you can see they did put this plastic black ring around it to control glare from the LED flash. Now the grain of the leather is pretty nice. It's also a pretty soft leather, kind of a satin leather, so it may discolor or kind of grease up over time. The more you use it, the more it's probably going to soak in the oils from your hands, so it may change over time, which they do warn about, so I can already see that with this material. Otherwise, it's a pretty nice design. It fits the phone perfectly, very low profile, very nice, comfortable design, so it adds to the gripability of the phone, and it complements the design. So you have colors that complement these specific phones, like the red color here, I think. So it's a very nice job complementing the black. And it's got a nice microfiber interior to protect the outside of the phone. So if you get grit inside this case, that microfiber material does help to stabilize it and protect it from scratching against your screen. So it's a pretty rigid case, doesn't flex much at all. You really have to pull on it to flex it. So it should stay pretty sealed around the edges. I'm definitely a big fan so far of this case, but of course you're going to need some time with this case to determine exactly how well it weathers over time. Now, generally the rule is avoid the light colored cases. So for example, I have this light colored case. This is the beige case. Very light. This probably will discolor over time. It probably will pick up stains and that sort of thing when you're taking in and out of something like your pocket. So definitely stick with the darker colors if you want to avoid the impact of staining. So maybe black is probably the best color to go for. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this quick look at the official iPhone 5S case, and thanks for watching.